නීතිඥ සංගමේ නව සභාපතිවරයා වූයේ පාර්ලිමේන්තු මන්ත්‍රී ජනාධිපති නීතිඥ විජේදාස රාජපක්ෂ මහතායි. එතුමාද එම සභාව ඇමතුවා.
I wish to avail myself of this opportunity to express my heartfelt gratitude to all the members of the bar who reposed their confidence in me, giving me an unprecedented victory despite the vituperative campaign launched by a few on political bias. But I decline to rest on my laurels and be complacent. Instead, I am fully conscious of the onerous duties and obligations cast upon me by being elected to this august post. It is evident that people of this country by and large have lost their faith alarmingly in the administration of justice owing to a multitude of reasons. It is a paramount truth that one cannot expect to uphold the rule of law and ensure the proper administration of justice fairly and squarely in any country unless all stakeholders, namely judges, lawyers, the executive and the law enforcement authorities, commit themselves to this worthy cause, sinking all their differences. From a fairly long time, people have lost their confidence and faith in the executive and the legislature. Mostly expressed public opinion is that they are corrupt, inefficient and sluggish and serve only to secure the interest of the high and the mighty, ignoring the aspiration of the people. Notwithstanding the dilapidated condition of the said organs, the judiciary has maintained its integrity and independence as the guardian of the people amidst all such storms and turbulences right along. But we have to concede even grudgingly that the public opinion form of the law enforcing authorities is not all that healthy at any rate. We are obliged to convey a message to the executive that meritocracy should be the cornerstone in the realm of appointing judicial officers and the like. It is lamentable that the powers that be in our country have failed to understand that they are making inroads into the administration of justice would not only disastrous to them but also in the final analysis would evaporate the aspiration of the people, thereby rendering the guarantees and assurances incorporated in the Constitution of the Republic. It is noted that the good relations between the bar and the bench also had been distressingly in many instances. Therefore, it is incumbent upon the members of the bar and the judiciary to restore it to the required standards and consolidate our relations. The continuation of this undesirable state of affairs eventually would jeopardize the legitimate expectation of the people. One should not forget the fact that the legal system in a country is set up for the ultimate benefit of the people, and the judges and the lawyers are officers of the courts to facilitate the realization of their noble goals, I mean of the people. It is high time we extricated ourselves from the traditional myth that ours is a trade union or a welfare association. Our scope of activities extends much beyond that to ensure that every citizen of this country becomes a beneficiary from our association. Every member of our bar ought to be ever mindful of this salient objective. The need of the hour is the faithful adherence to the doctrine of separation of powers. The mere enactment of law is a futile exercise if rulers have no sincere will to apply them equitably. As Thomas Jefferson, one time President of United States of America, said that, I quote, "Implementation of the law is much more important than the enactment of them," unquote. They say that the edicts are of less importance than the example exhibited from their leaders' lives. You will admit that there is a sharp decline in the quality of our profession during the recent past due to a variety of reasons, including the failure to adhere to the morals and ethics, and also resorting to touting and thereby incurring the displeasure of and evoking criticism from the society. In this regard, we expect of every member to maintain the highest professional rectitude and standards, and those who violate them should not expect our association to entertain such complaints lightly and condone their conduct in the future, as the Bar Association is bound to take decisions in the best interest of the profession by and large and of the general public. I wish to bring to the surface that although the judicial officers do administer justice for all the others, at times they themselves are left in the lurch in certain circumstances. Therefore, I consider it is the duty of our association to address our minds to their problems which they endure in silence now. I will endeavor to the utmost to form a buffer, so to speak, to withstand any onslaught directed towards the independence of the judiciary and the legal profession coming from any quarter. Owing to the sharp increase of attorneys absorbed into the profession annually, it is necessary to explore new avenues to enable them to engage in their profession befitting their professional status. It is in the fitness of things to reiterate the importance of revising syllabuses of law examinations for the new recruits to provide them greater career opportunities and to enhance their prospects. While we appreciate the efforts of the government to provide court complexes, still much remains to be done, especially when it comes to infrastructure facilities and libraries. In the present context, an updated knowledge of the law is a must for the legal fraternity. In this regard, I get a pardonable pride in that I have contributed my optimum to enrich the legal literature of our country. I am also mindful of the fact that the non-availability of adequate legal literature in Sinhalese and Tamil has been a long-felt need. I am determined to set right this malady within our scope and capacity. We all have become the butt of criticism because of the law's delay. Therefore, we all have to pool our efforts together to minimize law's delay. There is no gainsay in the fact that the legal profession has encountered very formidable challenges from various quarters in its history. Right along, we have been attuned to encountering multi-pronged threats directed towards the legal profession. In addition to that, we have to take cognizance of recent developments in the international politics which pose a grave danger to the sovereignty of our country, and we cannot underestimate the far-reaching consequences that may arise in the international sphere. Right now, the country is faced with very serious problems affecting our sovereignty as never before since independence in 1948. In this scenario, we as professionals learned in law are obliged to perform our duties diligently to rescue our country from malefic influences and uncalled for interferences, while reminding whoever the powers that be of their duty to ensure the upholding of the rule of justice without any discrimination, irrespective of their ethnicity, race, language, religion, or any discrepancies, with transparency and accountability.